it's Liddy and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I have a whole lot of boxes here. These are all from SciFier.com. I made I think a new Christmas Eve or a Boxing Day order. I ended up ordering a few things from there because I wanted to try some new series as well as complete some series or be up to date with some series. So I decided to make an order. Super excited to get unboxing some of these. I have, I think, one more parcel that's on its way, but I've had some of these parcels for around a week now, so I thought I would just take the time to unbox these today, and then the other one can come later when it does. But yeah, definitely check out SciFier.com. They do really unbeatable prices for manga in the UK. They also ship internationally as well as around the European countries. And some of them have flat rate shipping, so some European countries have flat rate shipping and international shipping is based on weight, but the prices are really good, so definitely check it out. And you can use my code LYDDIEREADS for 10% off your entire order, and you can get that 10% off continuously, so you can keep using it again and again. And yeah, that's really great. But also they do like daily deals as well, which have like manga that is a lot cheaper, and as well they also do like a point system, so the more you spend you get points, and then you can use those points to turn into credit, so it's really good. So for all this stuff that I ordered, I got around like £16 back, which is amazing, and I can use like £16 to use on my next order. So I think that's really cool, and not a lot of websites do loyalty points like that, so I think this is really cool. But yeah, definitely check out SciFier.com and use my code. Links are down below. But yeah, let's get unboxing. I'm gonna do this one first, as it already kind of was open. Basically it comes in like this packaging, but then it also comes in like this like wrapping as well on top, so it's very secure. But this pretty much like came a bit loose, so let me just open it like this. Also, I want to quickly apologize for my voice. I'm actually currently suffering from a flu. I'm always ill for some reason, especially right now. I think my immune system is just crashing because I'm under a lot of stress. But yeah, sorry about the voice, but I just wanted to get some filming done. So I can see what's on top here already. And we've got One More Step, Come Stand By My Side. So this is a volume by Yen Press. I remember quite a few, I think, people got it in some of their parcels from Yen Press, and it really intrigued me when I saw it. The cover looks stunning, of course, and the art style, from what I've seen, is really stunning. I think this is a collection of short stories, and I think the stories are quite, I guess, could be triggering, because some of the ones that I've read, it's about like stalker, like something about stalker and something about kidnapping. So I think this will be quite like, I guess, how do I say it? Oh, hi Akko, what do you want? That was my cat Akko. But I think this one will be very like, what do you call it? Could be triggering, but also quite deep in terms of the story. So I'm really interested to see what it's about. I think it can be very dark as well, so we'll see how it goes. But I've never really read a manga that is like just full of short stories, but this one definitely intrigued me, so I had to pick it up. Let me know if you've read this and what you thought of it. And the next one in this particular one is, okay, so How I Met My Soulmate by Anna Shin. This is by the same author that did Waiting for Spring. Personally, I wasn't really interested in Waiting for Spring, mainly because I heard some people say that the ending was really bad, or there was something like really weird during like the series with this teacher or something, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get into that. And so I put off reading that one, but this one looked absolutely stunning. I mean, it's quite nice and thick as well. and I think it's like just gonna be like a really nice story about love and the meaning of love. And also this one is set in college, which I really love. So this, like, Sign of Affection, I love Sign of Affection. I've up to date with all the volumes at the moment and it's so good, but this one is also set in college and I really like that. I like shoujo stories that are set in college rather than in high school, because I feel like we have a lot of high school shoujo, and for me, I'm personally not in high school anymore, and even though I'm not in college, it's probably a closer age to me at the moment, so I feel like I can relate a lot more to college stories. So yeah, really excited to try this one, and a lot of people have already said that they like it, so yeah, excited. And then we got this next parcel here. I think I can just open it like this and you can see what it might be already. Got some bookmarks, and the first one on here is Hirano and Kagiura volume 4. So I have become up to date with what's out for this one. I ended up getting Shu Harusono's other work as well, Sasaki and Miyano. I have read that one, but I haven't caught up to date with the volumes, but I decided to get them, and also this series. A lot of people have been saying that they actually really like this couple, maybe even more than Sasaki and Miyano, which is really good. And so it kind of intrigued me to continue this series. I do have volumes 1 and 2, but I haven't actually started reading it because I wanted to read Sasaki and Miyano first, most of it, and then get to know these characters a little better, because I'm only in the earlier volumes of Sasaki and Miyano, so we haven't really got much of this ship, so I wanted to get more into them and then read this one. But this one is about two high school friends. I think they're like roommates in real life, and then they come to school together and then they kind of start a romantic relationship, or it's kind of their journey to discovering that they like each other. And I know Suki Notes on YouTube here really enjoys it, and yeah, I'm really excited to try it out. And then some other volumes I have is In the Land of Leadale. So I actually recently read the first volume of this and I absolutely loved it. I think hopefully it'll be up, but it will be in my top 10 manga of the year. I absolutely loved it that much. It was so good. And I think what I really liked about it is because it's like a fantasy, but it's like a slice of life, and it kind of follows her journey, but it's also really like nice, quiet, and it kind of focuses more on like the daily life of like what she's going through, rather than like anything really action packed yet. But I'm sure there will be some action along the way from what I can imagine. But yeah, really excited to continue this one, and that's why I decided to get volume 2, and then I also got volume 4 here. But if you want to know what it's about, definitely check out my top 10 manga reads of the year. And Suki's here, obviously. But it's about a girl who basically is on life support at the moment. I think she's pretty much paralyzed all over, and she basically escapes reality by going into this like VR MMORPG game called LYDDIEREADS. She's like on there all the time, so she pretty much is overpowered in that world, because she grinds so much and she gets all the like really powerful items, and she's just a really powerful her character is really powerful in that game. And then one day something happens and then she ends up passing away, and she ends up reincarnating as her character in Leadale, but then Leadale is not as she remembered it was. So I think 200 years or so have passed since she last logged in, and so she's kind of trying to navigate what happened to this world 200 years later, and kind of like how things have changed politically, and like all the nations have kind of merged because of like wars and things like that. So she's trying to navigate what has happened, and also she has like in-game children that are not obviously her children, but they're like in-game children, kind of like there's a mechanic behind it, and she kind of discovers where they are and things like that. So that's kind of the gist of the story. It's really good. It is quite like simple in my opinion, and a lot of people have said that it is really simple, so they're not like 100% sure if they enjoy it because the story is so simple. But yeah, I really like it, and I'm excited to read more of it. So this is my stack so far. Really excited about all of these. And then the next one I have, this one feels really like hardcover maybe, but I didn't buy a hardcover, so, but let's see what it is. Oh, it's just like jam-packed, that's why. So we've got more bookmarks here from SciFier, and then we got more of In the Land of Leadale Volume 3. I love the covers. I mean, I feel like the covers are really stunning, and I feel like not a lot of people talk about this series, but I really like it. And there's like really cute chibis in the back. I'll show you the art style actually as well. So it's quite simple. There's a lot of like game knowledge in this as well, which I feel like if you are a player of like MMORPGs, you'll really appreciate like the game knowledge and the game mechanics and kind of like those nerdy things. So yeah, if you're a gamer and you play a lot of MMORPGs, definitely check this out. I think you'll like it. And then the other volumes I have here are Sasaki and Miyano Volume 9. As I mentioned, I've been collecting Sasaki and Miyano. I've been trying to keep up to date with it. I definitely need to actually continue reading it. I mean, the volumes are really thin, so I'm hoping I'll get through it really quickly, but you know how it is when you have so much to read, you don't prioritize certain things. But I'm hoping this year, which is in the year of January, I will be able to catch up to this series. And yeah, I know there's a lot of love for this series, so I had to continue collecting it. And then we got Volume 3 of Hirano and Kaiguru. So I have Volume 3 and Volume 4 now, so I'm up to date. But yeah, I'm definitely going to binge Sasaki and Miyano and then binge this one as well. And then we got Volume 8 as well. So I'm up to date with Sasaki and Miyano. Yay! Oh yeah, and this is basically a really cute BL story about two people in high school. One's like older, so he's like a kohai. I mean, he's a kohai, and then the older guy is like a senpai. And he basically likes reading like BL novels and manga and things like that. And then this guy basically starts getting an interest in him, and then he starts to talk about him about like BL novels and things like that, and asking him for suggestions so that they can grow closer together. And it's just like a really cute story. But yeah, that's those three parcels for now. Let's see what's in these ones. All right, where's my cutter? All right, we got it open. I've got more bookmarks. And then the packages. Sorry, the door keeps opening because my cats keep coming in and out, so that's why the door might be like ajar all the time. Basically, I did it at this angle mainly because I am obviously not feeling well, so I decided to sit down for this manga haul. Usually I'm like standing up and doing like more of a bird's eye view, but obviously because I'm not feeling well, I decided to do it like this. But yeah, let's see what's in this pile. Oh my gosh, she keeps opening the door. Alright, I think I see something on the top. Oh, okay, I think these are all my light novels that I bought. So, we've got My Happy Marriage Volume 5, the light novel. I've been collecting the light novels for these mainly because I absolutely love the series, the manga itself. The covers are stunning, of course, but I could find Volume 5 for a really good price on SciFier, so I ended up grabbing it, and then I ended up doing just like a light novel order because I've been really interested in a certain series that I wanted to get, and then I saw this one as well, so I was like, oh, let me add it to my order. But yeah, I have only 1 to 3 at the moment, but I'm hoping to find Volume 4 somewhere, but we'll see. But yeah, super excited about this. I need to start reading the light novels. I'm sure there's a lot more content in the light novels than there is in the manga at the moment, so I definitely need to keep up to date and see what else happens. But My Happy Marriage is a really good story. If you haven't watched anime or read this already, definitely check it out. It's a really good kind of like supernatural shoujo with like a Cinderella-esque story where a girl who comes from a really like wealthy family ends up being kind of like, I guess, abandoned by her own family in a way, and then she kind of gets sent off to get married to someone who has a really like cold reputation, but then she finds out that he's actually not as cold as everyone says he is, and he's actually just kind of misunderstood, mainly because a lot of the wives or like potential wives kind of use him for like his power and his status. I really enjoy this. Definitely check it out. It's really beautiful story in my opinion, and I think you'll love it. And then a series that I was talking about that I wanted is Raven of the Inner Palace. So, oh my gosh, it's absolutely stunning. But this is a light novel. I actually started watching the anime for this, and I started really enjoying it, and like all the like political aspects of it, and also I really like court dramas, like court intrigue dramas, especially like the Korean ones and the Chinese ones. I really love watching those. And also because I've been really into Apothecary Diaries, it's been making me want to get into more like Chinese court palace stories, and I decided to get this one, and I really wanted to, you know, try the light novels for them because it just looked absolutely stunning, and I'm hoping it will be good. I really love the covers for this, and I think I've got a few more here. I think I got the whole set. So I got volume 3. Oh my god, this one's absolutely stunning. And volume 2. And volume 1. I wonder why volume 1 is plastic wrapped. Very interesting. But yeah, this story is basically about I guess she is a consort, but she lives in the inner palace but is kind of hidden away, and she has these kind of like magical abilities as well. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it's even where I'm up to in the anime. It doesn't really specify why she's been hidden in the court and why she kind of doesn't like, you know, see people in like the normal like consort kind of way. But she is kind of, yeah, secluded. She's very mysterious, and so there's a lot of like, I guess, stories about her floating around, but no one really knows because she never like faces anyone head on. And she kind of also like disguises herself as like a normal servant girl, and kind of that's how she kind of gets around and does like her mundane things because she doesn't want anyone to know who she is. But there is like some mysteries involved with like spirits that need to be like saved, I guess, or like exorcised, and she kind of has the power to do that. So some people start to seek her out for help on those kind of things, and to, you know, help the people of the afterlife move on basically. And there's a lot of like mysteries involved, and there's kind of, I guess, a blossoming romance between this person and this person. I forgot who exactly he is, but I feel like his identity is also not like very clear either. But yeah, I really enjoyed the anime. It's quite like mysterious, and I also love stuff like that, like mysteries, solving mysteries, and so I decided to get it. Really excited to start reading these. Hopefully I think this series is only like 6 volumes or something, so it's not too much of a, you know, it's not too difficult to get through. So hopefully I can start this year and see what it's all about. And then I got another light novel, and this one is like a steamship light novel, and I couldn't help myself. It just looked really fun, something that I'll probably enjoy. But it's Loyal Soldier, Lustful Beast. As you can tell, it kind of, you can imagine what it's about, but some people have already read this on the Discord and said they really enjoyed it. So obviously I had to get in. I think it's like about, like, it's kind of like a servant, and like a what do you call it, like a noblewoman, yes, a noblewoman and servant kind of relationship. So there is a power dynamic here, but I'm okay with that as long as like both parties are consenting adults. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this. Definitely let me know if you've read it and what you think of it. I'm hoping there are some like pictures as well in here. Oh, there is. Ooh, nice. I'm really excited to read this one. But yeah, this one's also a light novel and it came out not too long ago. So yeah, excited about this one. Alright, we got one more package left to unbox. Let's see what's in this one. Alright, lots of packaging as always, and we got a big stack in here. Let me take it out. Oh my goodness, it's like alright, let's get into these ones. So the first one on top here is Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season. So if you can hear a rustling, it's my cat, sorry about that. But this one, basically, I picked up a few volumes back in my Leeds trip. Actually, I think, I got it on Wob. So I found the first 2 volumes on World of Books for really, really cheap. And then I ended up getting 1 volume for a 3 for 2 when I went on my Leeds trip. And I decided to get the whole series complete now because I really wanted to get through it and read it in one whole binge. And this is by Mari Okada, which I didn't realize it was actually by her, but she is one of my favorite, I guess, screenwriters or directors of anime. So one of the animes that I absolutely adore is Makia. That is one of my favorite animes ever. I know some people say it's like really bad, but I absolutely loved it and I've rewatched it quite a few times, maybe like 3 to 4 times, and every time I watch it I end up sobbing and I love it so much. So I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know it was by Mari Okada, so I definitely had to get the manga that she's done because I absolutely love her anime works, and I'm really excited to try this one. I think this is about female, like, I guess, sexuality and kind of exploring that. Yeah, excited and really happy that I have a complete series by Mari Okada now. I absolutely love her work. Definitely check out her anime works if you haven't already. Love it so much. I think some of these volumes were backlogged in my order because they took a while to get from the publisher, so that might be in my other SciFier box that's coming, but I have ordered the whole series, so yeah, excited. And I can see another volume of it here, so this one is volume 6, and then we've got volume 8, and I think that's it. Yeah, and then I got 7th Time Loop volume 4, one of my absolute favorite mangas of all time at the moment. Absolutely love it. There is an anime currently airing for this series and I'm hoping it gets the love that it deserves because it is really good. I absolutely love the manga and I'm super excited to delve into this volume because I read volume 3 a while ago now. I actually don't know exactly what happened, I can't remember, but really excited to get back into this series. Definitely check it out, and if you want to know more about it, definitely check out my top manga of 2022. I think I talked about it there. And then I got She Loves to Cook, She Loves to Eat volume 3. I wanted to keep up to date with this series. I absolutely love manga about food, so obviously I had to get this one, and this one is a GL version, so obviously I had to support it and get it. But yeah, looks super cute. And I got more bookmarks. Look at what Suki's done already. What is this? And then in the next pile I got Magic Knife Rayearth. So this one is the new version of this series. in terms of publishing. I think the original ones that got published in English are super expensive, like ridiculously expensive. So it's really hard to get this series, but I'm so glad they reprinted it in a more affordable version. But yeah, this one is a classic magical girl series by Clamp. It is just really it's just really well known in the back in the day when Clamp were really popular and they were pretty much active. I absolutely love Clamp's drawing art style. Like it's stunning. Clamp is like a group of women mangakas, and they produce lots of really famous works such as like Chobits, Angelic Leia. They've also done Cardcaptor Sakura. So yeah, this one is one of her magical girl works, and I'm super excited to be able to read this now that we're able to obtain it for a better price. And then another one I'm really looking forward to reading is Though I Am an Inept Villainess, Tale of the Butterfly Rat Body Swap in the Maiden Court. This one is also in my top 10 reads, so definitely check that out if you want to know more about it. But I absolutely love this series and super excited to continue this one. And then I got Love of Kill volume 13. I think this is the last volume of the series, but I'm not 100% sure, because I heard that there is like an extra volume in Japan. I don't know if that is something that will be printed in English or if it's like that has anything to do with the main story. But yeah, apparently this is the last one. We'll see. But now I have the whole series, so I'm definitely going to be binge reading this series. I read the first one. I really did enjoy it, but I never ended up continuing it because I wanted to kind of binge it. So now I have the final. Oh, it does say final here. Oh, okay. So now that I have the final volume, I'll definitely binge through it and see what all the hype is about. And then I got the I'm the Catlords Manservant. This one I saw on the daily deals when I was purchasing my order, so I decided to get it. I think it was like really cheap, like £6, and with discount obviously it's even more cheaper. But Kitsune on the Manga Dudettes Discord actually talked about this series and how much she loved it, and like how the art style was absolutely stunning. And yeah, the art style looks really like clean and bold, and obviously it has loads of cats in it, so I'm sure it'll be a good time. And yeah, thank you so much for the recommendation, Kitsune. And the one on the bottom here is Touring After the Apocalypse volume 4. I absolutely love this series. It's basically about a girl and like this kind of android-ish person exploring Tokyo. I think it's just Tokyo, or is it like different places in Japan after there's been an apocalypse, and they kind of see all like the rubble and all the way the cities have changed, and they kind of scout out the areas for like food and resources, and they end up discovering a lot of different things along the way, and even like some kind of life forms, I guess, or what is left of it. It's like a slice of life kind of apocalypse manga, but it's like really good. I guess it could give you kind of like laid back camp vibes, but you know, apocalyptic, which is like, I don't know if that even makes sense. But I absolutely love the art style. There's some really stunning panels in here. Let me find some like really stunning panels like this, where it's like shows the natural environment. And yeah, it's just really good. It's very slice of life, I would say. There are some like elements of like there being a deeper meaning behind certain things and a little bit more like story, but I definitely enjoy this one, and definitely check it out if you haven't already. I really like this one. And then I got The Witch's Marriage Volume 2. This one is a GL fantasy series about witches, and obviously I had to get it because we need more GL series with that are about like other things other than just like the romance aspect of it. I really like when you have like stories that are also about other things other than just their relationship, which I think is like good to see, because you know, people in like GL relationships, it's not just always about their romance, it's about just them living and, you know, being in a relationship and just living like their normal lives and like fantasy elements and things like that. So yeah, I really like stuff like this, so I decided to get this first and the second volume, and yeah, super excited to read it. And then we got, oh okay, so The Eccentric Doctor of the Moonflower Kingdom. I think I have a few volumes of this, so let me see. So I have volume 2 here. This one is volume 4. Stunning covers, and look at the colors of the spines. And then I think I have some more. Let me check. Yeah, I have another one, and volume 3. So I have volume 2, 3, and 4. And I wanted to get up to date with this series, mainly because a lot of people were saying how this story is very similar or similar-esque to the Apothecary Diaries, which I'm absolutely loving. It's probably one of my favorite ongoing mangas at the moment, and people were saying it has like a similar vibe, but obviously the girl is slightly more like cheerful and a little bit different, and it focuses more on like the medicinal side of things rather than like apothecary things. I was really interested in that, and the art looks really stunning, and also it has that like Chinese court palace setting as well, which, as you know and I've already said, I love. So I decided to just splurge and get the whole set that they had, or all the volumes that were out. I'm gonna try to read this ASAP because I want to get up to date with it, and also I think I talked about it in my previous videos, but I want to try and stop collecting series that I haven't read like the first few volumes, and I actually know that I'm gonna like it. So this was one of my last orders where I kind of splurged on series that I haven't read yet. So yeah, I need to get on this, and hopefully in my next hauls we'll see me actually reading some of the stuff that I buy. But yeah, excited about that. And then we got volume 2 of Jungle Juice, continuously collecting all the ID Press titles. I absolutely love supporting my manhwas, and this color is stunning. I absolutely love the bright pink, and I'm glad that they're going with like brighter colors. So the first one was like a bright green, and now this one's a bright pink. So yeah, this one is about a guy. I think he's kind of like a bug, or he has like wings or like bug features, and he's trying to hide them because he just wants to live a normal life and get like a normal girlfriend, etc. But that kind of thing stops him from getting a normal relationship. But then one day I think something happens, and the girl he's on a date with nearly dies, so he tries to save her, and then he ends up unleashing his, you know, weird ability, his weird bug form, and then she is like absolutely scared of him and like grossed out by him. But then people, there's like a group of, I think like a group of people who are kind of in the similar vein, who has these type of powers. They end up noticing him, and then he ends up joining their group to like fight, I think like crimes or something, not sure. But yeah, that sounded really intriguing to me, so I picked up the first volume. I need to read it, yes. And then I got Sheep's Princess in Wolf's Clothing. This one, as you may know, I love GL series, so I picked it up. Like, there's nothing really much more to say. It looks really fun. It looks really cute. I think this is only like a 4-volume series, so it's not too much commitment either. And look at like the stunning artwork. So obviously I had to get it. Yeah, not much to say. And then one that I'm actually returning because it was a mistake, and it was Tokyo Revengers volume 7 and 8. I actually already had this, but it was in the daily deals, and I kind of went ahead of myself and ordered it without realizing that I already had it, so I'm returning this one. But I just realized that like the back is like kind of ruined, so yeah, but I'll be returning this. But yeah, this is Tokyo Revengers. I still haven't read any of my Tokyo Revengers, so I need to do that as well. Yes, that's like the story of my life. So yeah, this is everything I got in my haul today, in my SciFier haul. Super excited about a lot of these series. I have a few more, I think I have one more package coming that will finish this haul, but that will be probably in the next video because it hasn't arrived yet. But yeah, definitely check out SciFier.com and use my code for 10% off your orders. It's an absolute bargain, some of these that I got it for, especially with manga prices increasing. I think SciFier is one of the best places to get manga. They're even cheaper than 342 in stores, so definitely check it out, and definitely check out their daily deals. They also have like weekly deals now, which is really cool. But yeah, definitely use my code. Liddy Reads and get 10% off all your manga orders as well. Definitely let me know if there was any series here that you were interested in, and yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!